Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey.
Why this beat so crazy?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Because we in these hot-ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot-ass mess, honey.
It's not you just don't mock people with disabilities. I mean, you don't mock people. I was going to say, you just don't mock people at all.
You don't mock people, Sonny. Oh, boy, the women on the spew. Turn on ghetto trash Democrat. Yeah.
And I admire Jasmine Crockett. I do think she's
We know you do. Both of y'all are race baiters. Hateful. You cry white supremacy, white boy tears, white dominance. You know, you want everybody to be divided.
Effective messenger. I think this was a mistake. Yeah. And I think when you make a mistake, you have to own it. Yeah. You have to do that because it gives you a lot more credibility when you do that. I did not know that Governor Abbott was a paraplegic. I had no idea that he...
I think she's lying. I think she is lying.
Went around, and the people in the audience all started shaking their heads. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was a tree fell on him when he was 26. A lot of his photos are taken from the step down, from the waist up. But she is the representative from Texas, so she very much so must have known that he is in a wheelchair. And so I hope that she does the right. They want to censure her for it, and I don't know that's not appropriate. But it is.
What is appropriate is for her to be put in handcuffs, arrested, thrown in jail. Expelled, removed from Congress. She is an embarrassment, and even her own people, even black people, do not claim this lady. She is an embarrassment and has ghetto-fied Congress.
You can't. If you want me to take.
Oh, spit it out, Karen. Come on, Terminator.
Everything you say when he talks about different people. You said, no, I was just joking. Okay, then let's all do that right now and say, she made a mistake.
Yeah.
And we're going to move on. We're not censoring people. We're not going to do it. We're going to say to people, just don't do it. Don't make jokes. As Joy says, what is it?
Leave it to the comedians.
That's right.
What's crazy about this, I guessed this, man. I literally predicted that they were going to do this. That they were going to do exactly this right here. You know. Forget about this. Wait. Trump is bad. We have to remember that Trump is bad. I knew they were going to do this crap, man.
This about, where was the outrage from Abbott when Trump was doing this?
Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Oh, maybe that's what I said.
Well, that was about a reporter named Serge.
But don't worry. We are here to debunk all this crap, because I knew they were going to pull this out with this whole Jasmine Crockett situation, man. You know, and people still don't know to this day about this, and it's a disgrace. But that's why we're here, you know, to inform the public.
Trump mocked a disabled person hoax. This is one of the most persistent accusations against Donald Trump. The hoax has been widely circulated, reinforced by selective headlines, viral video clips, and emotional reactions. So let's break it down and see what really happened in this hoax. The media alleges that Trump mocked Serge Kovaleski, a disabled reporter, during a rally in November 2015. Trump's exaggerated gestures during his comments about Kovaleski have been framed as cruel mockery of the reporter's disability. This narrative has been endlessly repeated by politicians, pundits, and news outlets. Trump did mock Serge Kovaleski, but not because of his disability. In fact, Trump was using a gesture he regularly employs to portray someone as flustered or backtracking, regardless of their abilities. This includes instances where he mocked political opponents, journalists, and even himself.
I don't know what I said. I don't remember. And I watched a general recently on television, and they said to him, "What do you think about ISIS?" "Oh, ISIS is very tough. Oh, ISIS is very tough. Oh, ISIS is very tough." Somebody said, "That's amazing." Every single debate, you know, I heard Ted's a good debater. I said, he is a good debater, but he can't talk, okay? Bad talker. He's a good debater, bad talker. So he's over here. They asked him about waterboarding. They said, "Senator Cruz, what do you think of waterboarding?" "Oh, I don't want to talk about it." You know, he didn't want to talk about waterboarding because too controversial. And I'm saying to myself, they're chopping off heads. He doesn't want to talk about waterboarding. Because, you know, the banks now, they can't do anything. They're run by the regulators. In all fairness to the banks, they're run by the regulators. When you see the president of the bank, I mentioned the word regulator. These guys come in, they run the banks. When you see the president of the bank, I mentioned the word regulator. These guys come in, they run the banks.
When we look at Trump's broader history of behavior, it becomes clear this is just how he mocks people, disabled or not. By treating Kovaleski no differently, Trump's actions were consistent with his usual mannerisms, not evidence of targeted cruelty towards a disabled person. He's mocking Kovaleski in the same way he mocks a lot of other people. Now let's take a look at how this hoax was created using hoaxology. The media strategically circulated still images and short video clips from the rally that showed Trump mid-gesture, focusing on his hand movements that coincided with Kovaleski's condition. This gave the appearance that Trump was mocking the disability itself while ignoring that he frequently uses the same exaggerated motions to mock others. Media outlets focus solely on the moment involving Kovaleski, ignoring the context of Trump's broader behavior. His use of the same gestures in unrelated situations was omitted, leaving viewers with a skewed perception that he deliberately targeted Kovaleski's disability. This hoax technique is known as selective reporting. The Trump Mock the Disabled reporter hoax thrived on selective framing and reporting, designed to provoke outrage by ignoring critical context.
I had to play it, man, because they kill me with, you know, you know what, they're wrong. Wait a second. Trump is also wrong and the bad guy too. It kills me, man. It really does. It's a disgrace, man. But this is why they're at where they're at now. This is why. This is why people have turned off the TV. This is why. This is why people are done with the Democratic Party. This is why ratings have tanked. This is why we won in a landslide, man. And there was a man there. This is why the people spoke loud and clear. This is why. And they keep digging the hole even deeper.
All right, even the ladies of The View cannot defend Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett after she insulted Greg Abbott as Governor Hot Wheels.
Should not have made the comment at all.
You know, you should leave that stuff to the comedian.
This was beneath her. Yeah. She's just too good for this.
I agree with that because I respect her, but it's just never okay to mock someone's disability.
Yeah, I admire Jasmine Crockett. I do think she's an effective messenger. I think this was a mistake. Yeah. And I think when you make a mistake, you have to own it.
She's too good for this. Fox News contributor and senior writer for the Washington Examiner, Joe Consa. What's your name? Joe joins me now. What does it say, Joe, when you've lost the view?
Oh, it says a lot. I'm not sure she lost the view completely, Todd.
Okay.
I mean, when they said that, you know, she was beneath making such a comment, or when I hear, oh, she's a good messenger, or, you know, she's somebody that I respect. Sonny Hostin said that. No, she doesn't deserve even that right. I mean, this new AOC, who is Jasmine Crockett.
They all speak the same tone, though, her and Sonny Hostin, you know, with their divisive, their hatred, their race baiting, their race hustling, they do 24/7. You know, white boy tears, the white man. You know, that's all that comes out those ladies' mouth, man. She sits up and say this exact same crap in Congress. I mean, this lady has a disgrace, man. Inciting violence, attacking reporters. And it should be bigger than just censor. She needs to be arrested, thrown in jail, prison, expelled from Congress. And there's many others she needs to take with her. Get that lady, drop her off back at the bar. Get that other one that married her brother. Yeah, let's go down the list.
Crockett.
Get that other dingleberry too. Y'all know that dingleberry I'm talking about. Get that fella with that suit on.
All I know is that she said just last week that all she wants for her birthday is for Elon Musk to be, quote, taken out, unquote. Or when she said just recently that Ted Cruz needs to be smashed over the head hard, this is a very dangerous and very unserious person who deserves zero respect. And the fact that The View kind of tried to couch it like, yeah, you shouldn't make fun of the guy in the wheelchair who's been in there since he was 26 years old when he got hit by a tree. That's a 100-0 issue. They had to say that. But the fact they couched it was bothersome because Jasmine Crockett deserves no respect or no gravitas at this point based on the things she said just in the last week, for instance.
Yeah, that's a good point. Our own Hillary Vaughn sort of confronted Crockett, if you will, on the Hill. Watch this.
Okay. All right.
I put out a statement regarding that. You didn't apologize. I put out a statement. Why would I apologize when I put out a statement? My statement was clear. But you didn't apologize for calling him Governor Hot Wheels when he gets around in a wheelchair.
Why would I apologize? Just the way this lady carries herself, man, it's pathetic and disgusting. You know. And again, you know, and as when we say these things, what they say, oh, is it because she's black? No. As a woman in general, the way this lady carries herself is pathetic and disgusting. You know, y'all seen all these videos that have been going viral of people just laughing and calling this lady out for like, is this really an elected official? Texas ought to be ashamed of itself. She just went viral for that video of dancing, sticking her tongue out like she's at the club. The way this lady carries herself, man, it's disgusting. So, no, I don't expect an apology. And people like this also think that they're on top of the world and that they don't stink. Yeah, she thinks that her does not stink and that she's on top of the world.
I don't know how that's offensive. I don't understand.
Who have a disability
You need me to repeat this to you.
Right, but why won't you apologize?
I put out a statement. They didn't have an apology.
So read my statement.
I did read it. It didn't have an apology. Okay, well, I'm done. You don't.
I mean, no apology there whatsoever, Joe. I look at that and say Crockett can dish it out, but cannot take it. Your reaction?
No. And by the way, why is Hillary Vaughn the only reporter putting a microphone to her to ask the question, well, why didn't you apologize? She didn't apologize. She said, oh, Governor Hot Wheels, I was actually talking about the governor sending illegal immigrants to cities that have black mayors. Like, no, you weren't. And she's made that comment in the past, too, by the way, about Governor Hot Wheels. So, yeah, she cannot take it. And the fact that Hillary Vaughn is the only reporter. Where's Caitlin Collins? You know, she seems to want to really ask a lot of questions when she's, interrupting. So I don't know where, like, CNN.
Yeah, where's the activists at? The so-called journalists. Where they at? Activists.
Is or NBC or all these other outlets. Jasmine Crockett should have 10 reporters around her asking her to explain herself, and obviously that's not happening.
Well, Joe, they don't want to offend their potential contributor when Jasmine Crockett runs for Senate in the great state of Texas and loses by 40 points. After they actually need a job, and they don't want to offend potential